Okay, when you're ready.
Homosexual. You are homosexual. For purposes of my introduction, you are homosexual. This term right here defines who you are at this very moment. You were born gay. You grew up being attracted to the same sex. To you, it's normal. But to other people, they have their own opinions. You grew up being picked on. You were bullied. You were physically and verbally attacked. But today, you were invited to a party. You're in your mid-30s. So to you, going to this house party is a sense of accomplishment. You've conquered something for the first time. You feel accepted. So you walk into the apartment, where in fact, there is no party. It's a 21st century torture room. You are forced to strip to your naked body, tied to a chair. You are forced to drink 10 tall bottles of Four Loko, which is alcohol mixed with caffeine. It made you lose consciousness. You were burned by cigarettes. Objects such as baseball bats and plungers were used in inappropriate places for sexual torture. And you were physically beaten for hours and hours upon end. Now, you weren't just a victim from one suspect, 2 suspects, 3, there were many. And this happened throughout many weeks for multiple times. You were told not to tell a soul, because if you did, those same guys would come out to get you and you would be killed. So for example, the New York Times in 2010, it states that up to 9 people were accused of abduction, sodomy, and unlawful imprisonment toward a homosexual male. I'm Dineen Lopez, and I'm part of the gay rights group. So why did this act happen? Primarily, it's discrimination against the homosexual lifestyle. And partly, it was just merely a thrill. Now, typically, in a general sense, hate crimes, homosexual hate crimes to be exact, it's when one disagrees with the homosexual lifestyle. It could be because you're in denial, religion, or just utter disgust. So the Southern Poverty Law Center in winter 2010, the intelligence report states that homosexuals are the most victimized minority in the United States. People still target non-white races, but sexual orientation surpasses that. Sexual orientation is now the category where most hate crimes lie. Homosexuals are attacked more than Jews by 2.4 times, blacks by 2.6 times, Muslims by 4.4 times, Latinos 13.8 times, and whites 41.5 times. Reports for homosexual victims for hate crimes yearly, it's roughly about the number of deaths from the Titanic sinking if it had sunk every year. So how do we define a hate crime? Justice.gov states that a hate crime is the violence of intolerance and bigotry intended to hurt and intimidate someone because of their race, ethnicity, national origin, religious, sexual orientation, or disability. This means that hate crimes, whether it be mentally, physically, or emotionally, and hurts the subject for reasons for any of these categories, it's illegal. Don't do it. Justice.gov also states that some perpetrators commit hate crimes with their peers as a thrill. Jose Fido, psychology professor at St. Mary's College, defines the thrill as what you get is this kind of immature desire to display power. So the rates of homosexual hate crimes are on the rise. The Southern Poverty Law Center states that studies have suggested that hate-motivated violence, especially against the LGBT people, is more extreme than any other violence. CivilRights.org, it states that of all hate crimes reported in 2007, the proportion committed against lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgendered individuals rose to 16.6%, also the highest level in the last 5 years. As people become aware that homosexuality exists, because some people in this world do not know that, it just so happens that more hate towards the outcast group occurs. In conclusion, if there's hate in your blood, don't exhibit it. It's illegal. Today, we have learned what makes a hate crime, especially toward the LGBT community, and its severity as the members rise over the years. Not members, but numbers rise over the years. Thank you.
Thank you, Dineen. Very nice.